Have you ever wondered why drill bits always seem to spin in the same direction? Like every time you pick up a drill, whether it's an old-school corded beast or a shiny new cordless one, the bit spins clockwise by default. It's something we rarely think about, but once you notice it, you can't unsee it. Why clockwise? What's so special about that direction? And more importantly, what happens if you make it spin the other way? Spoiler, it's not always pretty. So today, we're going to dig into the curious case of the clockwise drill bit, explore what's going on behind the scenes, and what changes when you flip the switch and go in reverse, right here on History of Simple Things. So let's start with something surprisingly simple. Most people are right-handed. In fact, about 90% of the world's population is. This has shaped more of our tools and everyday objects than you might think. Scissors, doorknobs, desks, yep, all catered to the right-handed majority. Drills are no exception. When you grip a drill with your right hand and push forward, spinning the bit clockwise actually feels natural and gives you the most control. Your wrist isn't fighting against the rotation, it's working with it. This ergonomic alignment goes way back, like centuries back, to the days of hand-cranked tools. Back then, when drills were just braces with spiral bits, the natural direction of rotation followed the motion of turning a crank with your right hand. That muscle memory never really left us, and so clockwise became the standard. But the right-handed bias isn't the only reason. It also has to do with how we design fasteners, specifically screws and bolts. The vast majority of them are right-hand threaded, meaning you turn them clockwise to tighten. Since drill bits are often used to pre-drill holes for screws, it makes perfect sense to have them spin in the same direction. You're drilling in the same orientation you'll later screw something into. That keeps everything tidy and predictable. In a way, clockwise rotation for drill bits is a product of engineering consistency. If screws turned left to tighten, maybe drills would have followed suit. But that's not our timeline. The design of screws and the direction of drill bits evolved hand in hand. Okay, now let's talk physics. At the tip of every drill bit, especially the twist bit variety, you'll find cutting edges shaped in such a way that they shear through material as they rotate. These edges aren't symmetrical. They're angled to bite into the surface when spinning clockwise. It's like a tiny chisel with a curve. When you apply downward pressure and rotate clockwise, those edges scoop material out of the way, forming spiral-shaped shavings called swarf. If you reverse the spin without reversing the bit's geometry, those cutting edges just kind of rub against the surface. There's no real cutting happening. It's like trying to slice a tomato with the back of a knife. You might get a dent, maybe a little friction, but that's about it. So clockwise rotation isn't just a preference. It's built into the very shape and mechanics of the bit itself. Now, most drills these days have a handy little switch that lets you reverse the direction of the spin. But if reverse doesn't actually drill, what's it for? Well, reverse mode is more of an oops button. Let's say your drill bit gets stuck in a piece of wood. Or worse, the head of your screw strips out mid-drive. Flipping the direction to counterclockwise helps you back out of a jam. It's also super useful when you're removing screws rather than driving them in. But for drilling holes, not so much. Unless you're working with a special kind of bit that's designed to cut in reverse, which, yes, is a real thing. You're better off sticking to good old clockwise. Now, what actually happens if you try to drill in reverse with a standard bit? It depends on what you're drilling into. In softwood, the bit might still scrape out a hole, but it'll be rough, uneven, and probably shallow. In hardwood or metal, the bit might just spin in place, building up friction and heat. And that heat is bad news. It can dull the bit fast, and if you're really unlucky, It might even snap. The tip of the bit is doing the hard work. And if it's not cutting, it's just being abused. Plus, that reverse rotation can work against the drill's clutch mechanism, leading to nasty kickbacks or stalling the motor entirely. So yeah, trying to drill backwards is more like a gentle insult to your tools. At this point, you might be wondering, okay, but in the grand scheme of things, does it really matter which direction a drill bit spins? The answer is absolutely. The direction controls not just whether a hole gets made, but also how cleanly it's cut, how fast the job gets done, how much wear you put on your tools, and even your own safety. It's one of those small, often overlooked details that keeps everything running smoothly. When you flip that drill into reverse and try to power through anyway, you're basically ignoring decades of careful engineering. It might feel like just a switch, but it changes everything about how the bit interacts with the material. Now, here's a fun thought. What if someone tried to reinvent drills to spin both ways with equal efficiency? Could we someday see a symmetrical drill bit that cuts both directions? In theory, it's possible, but it's a tough engineering challenge. The cutting angles, material stresses, and heat management would all have to be redesigned from scratch. There have been some experimental designs, mostly in machining and CNC tools, that attempt bidirectional cutting. But they're niche, expensive, and not particularly efficient. So for now, Clockwise remains king. So next time you pick up a drill and watch that bit spin clockwise, know that there's a whole world of logic, physics, ergonomics, and history baked into that simple motion. It's not just the way it's always been, it's the result of centuries of trial, error, and optimization. And while reverse mode has its time and place, it's not a magic wand. If you want to drill holes, clockwise is the way to go. If you're trying to undo your mistakes, well, then go ahead and flip that switch. Just remember what each direction was built to do. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.